Hello, I'm Matthew from Ludovox, and we are on the NSKN booth at the Essen Spiel with Kuba. Hi.
Hi.
So you're going to give us an overview of Dragonsgate College.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is a game when you're the head of a house in this very special college, which is called the Dragonsgate College, and you will be training your apprentices as wizards, as warriors, as rogues or thieves, and you'll just try to make sure that all your apprentices become the most powerful personas in this magical world of Dragonsgate. So you'll be trying to build your house, like you will use special building tiles and put them there, like you can see one here, absolutely. You will also get students, which are the square tiles, and you will also get professors who will actually teach your students, your apprentices, how to become more and more powerful. The most important thing about a game is to balance evenly out the skills of your house, of your professors, and of the special rooms in your house that will actually make it, possible for the wizards, the warriors, and the thieves to move up during the game. So you have these like three skills: the magic, the thievery, and the bravery, the strength, and you will push it up in order to make sure that you can actually achieve more and more goals during the game. And you will do that. I mean, the core mechanism is that at the beginning of the game, we basically roll all these dice of the round. And as you can see, some of these dice are white and some of them have colors. The thing is that, for example, I'm green. I always play green. I don't know how about you, but green is my color. Yeah, so the thing is that this is my die. These are opponent's dice and these are neutral dice. Whenever I pick a die, I choose it and I do an action with it, basically. So I just decide, okay, I'm going to pick this 5 and do whatever action is here, like build a building, for example, build a room in my home. So I use it, I put it away, I'm done. Next player's turn. The thing is that if you do it with your die or neutral die, you just perform an action. But if, for example, for some reason, I needed a 4, and there is no 4 here other than others players, then okay, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use it for this action because I need some money. But now that I used your die, after I use this die, you get an extra action. So the whole game is about deciding if I really want this number, or maybe I can do something maybe, less efficient, like take this neutral 3 and get just 3 money, but then you don't get an extra action. If I make you take your die, then you just lost this extra action that you could have gotten. Plus, in the game we have some special tiles that you can get, and you can basically get some rewards, but in order to do that, you have to, as I said, train your students, train your apprentices, and make them become an actual wizards. So, for example, here you would have to have a guy who is very proficient at something. He's got, we got to a 6 at something, but then he doesn't have to be as proficient in some other stage. Of course, you have the easier level here in the first stage. In the second place, you have them a bit more difficult. In the third one, they are very difficult to achieve. Because here, for example, you need something to be, at 4, but other skills do not matter. So that's how you're trying to basically get your wizards, your warriors, and your rogues to get you some extra special things, like cards, for example. And these cards are pretty cool because they can give you some extra bonus stuff, but there is no direct negative interaction in the game. Actually, there is some positive interaction because every time you get this card and you get something, for example, here you draw 3 tokens, you choose 1 to keep, 1 of the students, you have more students, but then all other players get a coin. So every single time you do something, other players get that as well. Of course, you can have, the rogues or the warriors get you more stuff. Like the warriors will get you more points at the end of the game. And with the rogues, you will get some extra special things. You will move on this rock track that will give you points at the end of the game as well. You will be fighting for some special trophies. You will be trying to maneuver around. And also, what's quite important in the game is that the dice are not stuck. You're gonna get some imp tokens, and the imps actually let you maneuver the dice. So, for example, you need a 3. But I mean, you need a 4, but you don't have a 4. So you use an imp, and then you can maneuver this. You can just swap this die to be a 4. So this way, I'm just saying that this game is not just random some dice rolling, but you can actually move around these dice. There is also the cool thing that there is this extra die that comes in the 5th round or in the 3rd round, depending on the difficulty level you want to play. And with this extra die, everybody gets an action. It's a special die for everyone, so the game gets faster because everybody moves up a bit. And yeah, after 5 rounds, we're just checking how did you score in different scoring ways, and who's got the most points wins. And the cool thing is that, as you can see, the points track starts here and goes only up there to 50, because in this game you're not hurting points. You're not getting 231.5. No. I mean, when you get a 30, it's a pretty good result. So it's this kind of game when it's pretty easy to learn, but it's really hard to master. It's a dice drafting Euro game that you will play and play and play until one day you'll say, okay, that was a perfect game of mine, and then you'll play another one and somebody will beat you severely, and you'll be like, no, I have to play again to master my way. So if you like, Magic School theme and you like Euros, this is a perfect game for you, and it's been done by the authors of Yedo, which is Thomas van der Ginste and Wolf Planke, and it's a well-balanced Euro.
And the points seems quite scarce, as you mentioned. For example, this rogue track, you have 1 point here, 1 point here, and maybe 4 here if you get first, right?
Yeah, because you can get points at the end of the game and while playing the game, because depending on the house, on the rooms you're gonna build, you're gonna get points. You can exchange money for points. The rooms themselves also give you special abilities. Of course, the small ones give you less, and the big ones can give you more special abilities because there are basically more rooms here. So it's all about balancing. How do you think if you should build up your house first, or maybe you should get some more apprentices or professors, move your skills up the skill track, and then choosing whether you want to use it for doing the special quests here, or basically moving for some other people's die, and so on and so on. So there is a lot of decisions to make in the game. There are lots of paths to victory, and it's up to you to find the right one.
Is it going to be published in French at some point? Do you have deals with some partners?
I can't say right now. We are talking with quite a few. So I have to say that we are talking to quite a few publishers in many languages, actually. And I can only tell you that in the months to come, you will know.
Well, thank you, Kuba, for that overview of Dragonsgate College. I think you told us a lot of things about the game, so let's see you on the Vox. Bye-bye.
My pleasure.